The Mayans MC Greatest of All Time tournament continues. It's another round one matchup. It is Stockton versus Santo Padre as Dondo takes on Steve. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Entertainment. And who can forget Steve? Big Steve, the prospect that somehow got patched over. Turned out to be probably the worst member, the worst patch member, I think, of any club in its entirety. And yeah, he takes the coward's way out, the easy way out. Steve, what a guy. I mean, he's a pretty fun character, but he just was not cut out for this life. He should never have worn the patch, and I cannot believe, I still don't believe he was patched over. As for Dondo, I mean, he was alright. He was a decent character. Could have done with a bit more screen time. Didn't get it. So, yeah, you know, but most of the other Charters characters, to be honest, didn't get screen time, apart from, like, Ramos, Manny, and Kanchi. That was, like, the only ones that really got a lot of screen time. Maybe Isaac Packer as well towards the end. But we've got 69 votes here, and the answer is Steve, 58%. Steve goes through to the next round. Steve advances. He will move into round 2, and Dondo says goodbye. He's eliminated with only 42% of the vote. So, yeah, Dondo has been eliminated from being crowned the greatest Mayans MC character of all time. Steve still has a chance. He's still in there. He's still fighting. Unlike the show where he took the easy way out, he's not looking for the easy way out here. He's advanced into round 2. So, congratulations to Steve. You know what? I think it's probably the fair result. I just don't think we've seen enough of Dondo. I mean, I thought Dondo was alright, but yeah, we didn't get enough Dondo. We didn't get enough character development. He didn't get enough scenes for me to, you know, put him any higher or think that he deserves to go through. So, I agree with the 58% going with Steve. And as we can see here, that means Steve will move into round 2, where he will take on Chucky. So we've got, you know, two almost comedic characters, two comical relief characters, and yeah, one of them will book their place into round 3. But Chucky versus Steve, that could be a close one, no doubt about it. That's going to be pretty interesting. And speaking of interesting, the next matchup could be interesting. It's going to be Les Packer versus Johnny Panic. And yeah, I mean, the less said about Johnny Panic and that female gang, I think the better. It was I really did not like that club that they added in. I don't think it added anything. It just seemed very woke having this. And it's also the way they portrayed them. They were like stronger than the Mayans. They were like stronger than the men. And they were also portrayed as like, you know, a good club, which of course they would need to be, because they're never going to have a show where women are portrayed as bad or like worse than the men. They just wouldn't do that. So, yeah. But anyway, guys, it's going to be Les Packer versus Johnny Panic up next. We do have a couple of comments, though, regarding Dondo versus Steve. Mad Marky 06 said, "Man, rest in peace, Steve, man. I wish he would have stuck around longer." Yeah, I mean, Steve was alright, and then he killed himself. Surprising for sure. I don't think he was cut out for this life, but again, the character was okay, so I was a wee bit disappointed to see him go. ACNN5SN says, "I wish what made Steve snap was like an extra skull and bones patch or something more for his face for murder that reminds me of him killing someone instead of just snapping." I mean, yeah, I get it. Maybe like you're right. Him getting like a specific patch for killing, maybe that could have been the thing that set him over the edge. I guess it did feel a little bit random, the way he just decided, screw this, I'm going to turn the gun and kill myself. But that's what Steve did, and you know, he took himself out before anyone else could. So it would have been cool to see Steve in that shootout, in that, you know, at season 4, when you've got all the other Mayans and they're coming down on the Santo Padre clubhouse. I think it would have been cool to have Steve in that episode, and maybe we could have had Steve die in that episode. Hell, maybe Steve could have been the first person that Kanchi lined up and shot. That could have been Steve. Maybe they could have done that, but they decided to go down a different direction, and they took Steve out in season 3. So, yeah, guys, that's it. Steve's through, Dondo's out, and up next it's going to be Johnny Panic versus Les Packer. So make sure you go to the community section, go to the posts, make your vote count, and we'll see who can come through that one and get into round 2. Anyway, guys, that's it. Till next time, peace.